effect it has on women once you get ripped. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video is because I was in a similar situation like you guys are. You might be fat, you might be skinny, you maybe see a girl, in college, in school that you maybe like, you fancy, but you just don't feel like you're good enough for her. You feel like, you have no chances of getting her. And I was in the same exact position. And in fact, I was probably even worse off because, I was skinny as fuck. I had so much acne and I had Tourette's, which were pretty bad. And if you don't know what Tourette's are, it's basically a neurological disorder when you just make sounds and movements and you can't control it. So I'd be in class and I'd be shaking, shouting, screaming, swearing, and I couldn't control it. And I was basically the opposite of what a girl liked because I was just weird and I just had nothing, that made me look, different or stand out. In my experience, if you think like you're amounting to nothing, you're never gonna get a girl, trust me, bro, you are. And the way I became who I am now, confident, pretty good looking, I've got a good physique, that didn't come from me just, going to the gym once a week, twice, 3 times a week. My first year, I started going to gym pretty much every single day. I'd maybe take 1 or 2 days off the gym. And, I'll be honest, the first few months, I was just messing around. I was with my mates, I was messing around. I wasn't really focusing. I didn't really, know exactly what I was doing. I was just there to quickly do a workout and just talk with my mates and, go somewhere else. But once I started taking gym seriously, my growth just grew. Within, I'll say, in 3 months, I had a pretty, decent physique for a person who just, started taking gym seriously for 3 months. And then, my first year, I was, pretty good. I was, at a substantial amount of muscle. I was, low in body fat, so, you could see my abs, you could see my biceps, my shoulders. And throughout my journey, now I'd say I'm on my 3rd year of, going to the gym, so I had a pretty decent amount of, experience. And throughout my journey, my main focus was getting, pretty ripped, pretty jacked, and attracting a lot of females. And at the end, now I've got a girlfriend, which I love. I've been with for a year, and, before that, I speak to quite a few girls. And in my experience, the way you will attract girls is by, number one, going to the gym, getting ripped, and building confidence. And now, don't expect, once you get jacked, you would have confidence, because most of the time, people even have more insecurities once they have a physique, because they start seeing different, I would say, they start having that body dysmorphia. They start seeing that maybe one shoulder is higher than the other, one chest is bigger than the other, and you have to keep in mind that you're already ahead of most people, of most men. So that's the number one thing you should be proud of. And the way you build confidence to talk to women and obviously attract more women is by, when I first started gym, I'd used to, go up to girls, even if I knew I didn't have a chance, I would ask for their snap just to build my confidence. Even if the girl wasn't good, the best looking, I would still ask for a snap. And what really helped me is going to the machines that, let's say, I would have leg day that day. I would see a girl on a leg extension, leg press, and, I would ask her if I could jump in with her. I'd go up to her, I'd be like, you mind if I jump in with you? She says, sure. You start working out. And the key is to not push it, not to be needy, you don't want to look weird and be like, you want to just, fucking fuck her or whatever. So you start off slow, you ask her, oh, I've seen you around the gym a few times, how long have you been training for? She says, whatever, a year or two, or she asks you, you say a few months, a few weeks. The key is to obviously build a relationship slowly. You finish that exercise, then you move on to the next one, you tell her, I'll see you around, and the next day you see her again, you wave at her, you don't try and do the same shit again, after like a week, something, you see her again on the machine or similar, something that you want to jump on, and then, ask her, might I jump in with you, then you start talking a little bit more. Obviously, up to you, you could ask for a snap, You could go straight to, I want to talk to you, or you could, build a relationship slowly. You see her every single day, you speak to her for a little bit, you go with your workout, build that, confidence just in general. Even if she's not the best looking girl, if you just want to build confidence, speak to girls, become friends with girls. Doesn't have to be always relationship. Obviously, if you want to have a relationship, then you can ask for a snap, for a phone number. The key, for us men, I think the best, if you want to have a pretty enjoyable, easier life in terms of confidence and just in general getting into different places, I think for a man, having a good physique is critical, because obviously you're not going to walk around shirtless all the time. So, but the thing is, when especially you wear clothes, it's going to make you stand out, from everyone else. Because I had times at work when I would wear, something, just normal t-shirt or something, I'd had people come up to me and just compliment me. I had some guys come up to me like, damn bro, why are you not working why are you not an actor? Why are you not working like Baywatch or something? And, especially a lot of females, come up to me, tell me I'm cute, a lot of MILFs especially, but obviously younger girls as well come up to me and stuff. And, it builds your confidence. Girls just in general at work come up to me, they speak to me, they want to, talk, they're more likely to speak to a guy that, looks good, takes care of himself, and some fat weirdo that just stands in the corner and just looks creepy. Because obviously, if you're a girl, you wouldn't want to go up to the guy who just looks whatever fucking creepy and just keeps staring at you, and, he might like you, but might not like him because he's just a full-on fucking, looks like a pile of shit, honestly. And the way you build muscle is obviously you eat more, you get more calories in, you get more protein in, and there's obviously different apps that track your calories and stuff. You could put your weight, you could put your height, and obviously they'll tell you how much you should eat in order to gain weight or cut weight. So that's that. The next is obviously training. I'll say minimum, if you're young from 18 to 25, I'll say while you have more time on your hand, I'll say minimum 4 times a week, train 4 times a week. My split was, on Monday I'll do chest and triceps, then on Tuesday I'll do back and biceps, Wednesday I'll do legs, and Thursday I'll do shoulders and arms. And anyway, in chest sometimes I'll add a bit of shoulders as well. I'll do quite often my middle delt. So if you want, what girls really like in a guy is to have that V-shaped body, to have that big shoulders, big round shoulders, which will include, in you working out your front delt and your middle delt and then your rear delt, to have that, 3D shaped shoulders. And training back, and not training back the wrong way, because I'd done that for quite some time. I used to always do on the lat pull down, I used to always do the short grip. So I would literally do this, and honestly that didn't really grow my back, it just made it thicker. And only a year ago I started implementing, doing wider grip, even though I never really found it comfortable, but it has worked out. My back started to get wider, and I think that's one of the mistakes that a lot of people do. They try and be comfortable, and they do shorter grips and stuff, and when you want to have a wider, better body, you sometimes have to be a bit uncomfortable. So I think that's one of the main things that people struggle with, getting a bit uncomfortable and, trying different grips and, holding different stuff, different ways. And the next thing is doing the exercises correctly. Because most of the time people ego lift, and I'll be honest, I ego lift as well. Well, I used to quite often, and I still do to this day, but not as often. I focus more on doing the exercise actually correctly, because number one, you're just going to get injured, and then number two, you're not going to do as much reps, and it might not do well for your growth. So doing the exercise correctly and focusing more on achieving extra reps. And obviously another thing, what really helps, if you have a gym bro, if you have someone to spot you, to help you, because that person is going to help you make that extra, hit those extra reps. But if you don't, that's right, you could just, do drop sets, does the same thing, but obviously with a gym partner, he's going to help you, do that extra rep, extra, 2-3 reps, and taking the dumbbells off makes it quicker as well, so you can get right into the exercise again and finish off your set. So that's for the workout, to obviously gain muscle. But most of the time people say, you should train hard, focus on yourself, which I agree, but at the same time I think you should, as you grow, as you develop, I think along the journey you have to obviously, because many people told me like, oh, like you shouldn't speak to girls while you're, trying to build yourself, focus on yourself. And I sometimes think to myself, what if I never, never tried speaking to girls, developing that confidence? What if eventually right now, let's say I build a pretty good physique, I would just be awkward. I would just be a good looking guy that is awkward and doesn't know how to speak to girls. Like, I think it's better always to start, as you develop, as you go gym, as you, build that physique, speak to girls, obviously get rejected, build that confidence, get heartbroken. I mean, all those things build you into the man that you always want to be. And as you obviously grow, you get bigger, you start looking better, you get more confidence. Girls are just gonna come up to you, without you and having to come up to them. They're gonna like you, they're gonna wanna talk to you. And obviously working out is, it just has to be a priority if you wanna get anywhere in life or you wanna become successful. Because if you look at, most successful people nowadays, like, I said it before, Iman Gadzhi, Luke Belmore, Jordan Welch, Alex Hormozy, all those people, they take care of their health. They want to look good. They work out because, even if you don't have the best physique, and I'm saying like genetically wise, if you don't have the best chest, unbalanced, shoulders, whatever, even if you, have that, you're obviously not going to walk around shirtless, to business events, whatever, business places. You are going to have clothes on, obviously, and with clothes, you're going to look so much better. You're going to attract people to you. And it's just another way of showing people that you are a disciplined, person. You care about yourself, you care about your health, you got hobbies. And honestly, not everyone could go gym and just, work out every single, week, 4 or 5 times a week, even 3 times a week, because it's not easy. And by building a good physique, looking good, you're gonna feel much better, and you're just gonna look more masculine, which girls really love. Obviously, for guys, if you wanna attract them more, obviously, like I said, build that V-shape body, have those bigger shoulders and biceps. As most of you girls, guys, as you know, girls love big arms. It just became this whole trend of girls, wanting guys with big arms, big biceps, and it's like, biceps is just the most amazing thing ever. And I understand it from a girl's perspective. You want a guy who looks jacked, big arms, big biceps, has a nice body and just looks masculine. You don't want to have a guy who's just skinny or fat and just doesn't look like he could protect you at all. If you want to have more success with women, with business, focus on building that dream body. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one, and please comment down below if you want me to start uploading more fitness content. So yeah, please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.